Brendan, when you saw your brother upset IU a week and a half ago or so, did you ever think about, hey, we've got Butler coming up, I'd like to do something like that as well?
At that time, we still haven't played Iowa State yet, so we were focused on that game, and obviously we didn't win that game, but, I understood Butler was ranked, and, I want to beat a ranked team too, so it felt good to beat Butler.
Brent, you're an Indiana kid. I'm sure growing up many days in the backyard shooting that free throw to win the game, how to feel to be in that position, and what was just going through your mind?
At that time, it was just I got to knock down a free throw at that time. So it felt good, being in that position. I was confident, I was ready, and I knew I was going to knock it down.
Matt, you told me in practice earlier in the week, Butler's a team you see on ESPN on the ticker every night, and how great it would be to see the Sycamores beating them. You can see that all night long. You've done that. Your smile kind of tells it all. How's it going to be to see that tonight?
Yeah, it'll be good. I mean, we already Coach Luke came in the locker room right away and turned on I think the NBA is on ESPN right now, so he's waiting for the ticker. They haven't showed it yet because they got the game score, but he's waiting for that to come through, and I'm sure it'll feel good. I mean, we'll probably watch that at night and hopefully get some shout-outs on it too.
When did you feel, Matt, that you really were locked into the game? Was that on the play you got fouled on? Even though you didn't make the free throws, you hit I think you hit all of your three-pointers after that point.
I thought, for me, it's mostly the feel of the game, and so if I'm in the game, if I'm in a rhythm, I'm feeling my shot, and I feel like I make every shot I take. But defensively, I think one of the first plays of the game, Stravitz tried getting me on a fake, and he missed his first two shots on me, and that gave me confidence on the defensive end. And usually, defense can translate to my offense, and so if I'm feeling good on the defensive end, my offense just kind of comes through. And these guys, I mean, they were huge. Just like Ev and B. Scott were like, hey, we're gonna drive. My guys are gonna come. I'm kicking it to you. Just shoot the ball. Don't even think about it. And so in the second half, after I hit my first one, I was like, all right, let's keep going. Keep getting my looks. And I mean, it's a credit to them because they were giving me such easy looks. And when I get easy looks, I know I'm gonna make them 6 times out of 9.
Surprised you were getting that many easy looks?
Somewhat, but I mean, when you got a guy like him, all elite caliber type player driving the lane, and same thing with Everett. Everett's going to get in the paint, and he's either going to score, dump it down, or kick it out. And so guys were, I mean, their game plan was probably a little bit different, trying to take something else away, and somewhat. I mean, there was a couple of them that I took. I was like, man, where's the defense at, or why are they so sucked in? But yeah, I don't know.
Brenton, Coach Kuhlman always talked about how competitive you and your brother were with other people. Where's that competitiveness come from with you?
It just runs in the family.
I mean, were you like that as a third grader?
Yes, I was even worse as a third grader. Because, I would get in fights and, with my brothers and, because we always play one-on-one. And, it was always with me, ever since I was born. And just carried with me till now. And, it's an attribute that I love that I have. I just got to continue to just, control it and just be positive.
Coach talked about how he gets on you more than anybody. How do you feed off that? I mean, it never seems to phase you. Just continue to go.
I don't let it phase me. I just try to let it motivate me, and I just let him coach me. I don't take it personally. I know he wants the best for me, and I just want to listen and just help the team out, and so we can win.
For both of you guys have all but 2 of your games have been just like this. Going down to the last possession. How much do you think it helped you guys just maintaining your calmness and poise, even though Butler did make a run in the last minute to pull it off?
I think there was a point where it was a 16-2 run for Butler, and one of the Coach Lou said that they hadn't been in any close games like this yet. They obviously beat a great Arizona team, but they hadn't really been tested down to the wire yet, and so we had that advantage. Obviously, I mean, every single game we've been in this year has come down to the last shot. So. The last 2 games, I think we've been able to focus on the little details towards the very end of the games that the first 4 we didn't do. And so obviously it leaves a terrible taste in your mouth, and we hated that. So in practices and then even in the game, there's a sense of urgency, especially within the last 1 second, like, okay, we got to get back now at the Utah State game. And then tonight, when you miss the free throw, you got to get up in front of him and make sure he has a difficult shot. So, yeah, I think it was definitely a credit to that because it showed our toughness. I mean, we definitely learned from those 4 games where it comes down the last second and hungry to take away one.
Brenton, more than anything else, it looks like you were having just a blast out there trying to split Butler's double teams and dribbling around their double teams. The challenge that these games allow you to rise to, talk about how that kind of feeds kind of your motivation and your ability to want to show people what you're all about. seemed like that was pretty evident tonight.
Yeah, I just want to show everybody, how good of a player I am and that I can, help a team win, because the past 2 seasons, we haven't had the best seasons and we weren't winning. So, now that I'm stepping into more of a leadership role and, I just want to prove to everybody that, we can win with me being a leader along with Matt and Everett and the other seniors. And I just wanted to prove a point and, make a statement.
Let's talk about Murph for a second. I mean, he comes off the bench. TJ picks up a couple of early fouls. He hasn't been playing well lately, and he probably contributed one of his best games as a Sycamore. Talk about his contribution today.
I think like each team is different, obviously defensively, and for him, he matched up well with what Butler had. And I mean, shoot, he probably could have played on Travis more instead of myself. But yeah, I mean, he was huge. TJ got those 2 fouls in like a minute and a half, and Murph is probably used to that instead of TJ. Murph would come in and get his quick fouls, but he was able to give us that energy spark, and I think that's what really complements our team. That's how we are as a group. I might have a bad game, Niels might step up, Ross might step up, and collectively, I mean, everybody on the bench is ready for their time, and because every day in practice, we bring it every day. We're a tough group of guys that want to win at the end of the day, and so when your name gets called, we're ready.
Guys, talk about the atmosphere of tonight's game and what it was like when that final buzzer sounded, the fans storming the court, the feeling you had when you got to share that win with everyone that came out tonight.
It was a great feeling. I never experienced, everybody running out on the court here at ISU, after a big win, and it felt good. It was a relief, and I just want to, continue that success down the road, and I'm happy that we were able to get the victory.
Yeah, a couple of my friends were saying, a couple of guys on the football team too, were saying they were going to storm the court after we win tonight, and I was like, well, we got to win first, but I didn't actually believe it was going to happen until the buzzer sounded, and I was getting ready to. I started looking at him, and I was going like this, and then everybody started coming down. I was like, oh man, they're really coming down. So I think some people on the top row too were trying to jump down, but yeah, it was an awesome atmosphere. I mean, all of our friends there, and on campus today, everybody was talking about the game. Wanted to come out and. We need that for every home game, and it's huge because it does propel us. It does give us that little bit of edge and that home court advantage. I mean, there was a part when there was about 30 seconds to go, and I think I hit one of my threes, and the whole place was just, lit and very loud. And, you could tell Butler was a little bit shaken by that, and that played into our help.
Brenton, is there can you give me the PG version of what you were saying to Keelan Martin there?
The PG? The PG version, I'm the best, this is my state, and, we're going to win this game. That was the PG version.
Okay. All right. That's good.